In a galaxy not so far away, the interstellar cruiser known as the Vortex cruised through the cosmos. This ship belonged to a race of aliens known as the Zelthar, beings of extraordinary intellect and advanced technology. However, despite their brilliance, the Zelthar had one major flaw. They were utterly incapable of maintaining order. Their ship was a chaotic jumble of instruments, artifacts, and remnants of past expeditions, making navigation nearly impossible. After a particularly disastrous encounter with a rogue asteroid, Captain Zorath realized that something had to change. "We need help," he said, exasperated, addressing his crew in the ship's dimly lit command center. "We can't keep living like this. We need a janitor." The Zelthar had little experience with humans, but they knew of their industriousness. They accessed a galactic employment database and soon located a candidate, a human named Jake Thompson. He was a janitor on Earth, living a mundane life in a small town, dreaming of adventure. Unbeknownst to him, his life was about to change dramatically. Jake arrived aboard the Vortex with a mix of excitement and apprehension. He stood in the grand airlock, surrounded by gleaming technology and creatures with vibrant hues and strange shapes. The Zelthar welcomed him with enthusiasm, eager to showcase their ship. "Welcome, human!" exclaimed Zorath, extending a three-fingered hand. "We have a critical mission for you!" At first, Jake was overwhelmed. The ship's corridors twisted and turned, filled with strange artifacts from 1,000 worlds. He quickly set to work, armed with an array of cleaning devices that seemed to be straight out of a sci-fi film. He had never imagined he would be using a plasma broom and an anti-grav mop, but he adapted quickly. As days turned into weeks, Jake transformed the ship. Dusty consoles sparkled, and the once chaotic common areas became organized and inviting. The Zelthar were in awe. They had never experienced cleanliness in this way. What had once been a mere living space was now a testament to human efficiency. However, as the ship became cleaner, something peculiar happened. The Zelthar found themselves struggling to locate their equipment. Zorath's navigational charts, stored meticulously in a bright yellow folder, went missing. The rare crystal he used for power modulation vanished from the engineering bay. It was as if the ship had been turned upside down, and their old chaotic system was gone. "Where did the mapping device go?" Zorath exclaimed in frustration, floating around the command center. "It was right here. I thought you wanted it clean," Jake said, puzzled. "It was on the floor. I put it on the shelf." "The shelf? Which shelf?" Zorath's three eyes widened. "There are 24 shelves in this room alone." The Zelthar began to panic. They had relied on the clutter to remember where everything was. The organized system Jake implemented was foreign to them. The very concept of an orderly workspace was alien. They felt lost amidst their own technology. As the days progressed, Jake witnessed their struggle. He watched as Zorath and his crew searched frantically through meticulously arranged areas, their faces etched with confusion. It dawned on him that he might have overdone it. In trying to create an efficient environment, he had stripped away the very essence of how the Zelthar operated. Feeling responsible, Jake devised a plan. He gathered the crew in the central hub. "All right, how about we create a new system?" he suggested. "Let's keep things clean, but also make sure we can find everything easily." Zorath's eyes sparkled with curiosity. "You mean a combination of organization and chaos?" "Exactly. We can use color coding and labels," Jake explained. "You can still keep your items in specific areas, but we'll mark them clearly. That way you can have both cleanliness and familiarity." With that, they set to work together. The Zelthar were quick learners, and soon they embraced the idea. Jake showed them how to categorize their tools using holographic labels and color-coded bins. Slowly, the ship transformed once again, but this time into a harmonious blend of order and chaotic familiarity. In the coming weeks, the crew adjusted to their new way of life. They began to appreciate the cleanliness and efficiency while also feeling comfortable with the organized chaos they loved. Their productivity soared, and they discovered they could navigate their ship without constant confusion. One day, Zorath approached Jake with a grateful expression. "You have brought us more than just cleanliness. You have given us a way to thrive. We can now explore the universe without fear of losing our important tools." Jake smiled, feeling a sense of accomplishment. "I'm just glad I could help." Who knew cleaning could lead to intergalactic adventures? As time passed, the Zelthar and Jake forged a unique bond. They learned from each other, blending human ingenuity with alien creativity. The crew of the Vortex became an unstoppable force, exploring distant worlds, collecting treasures, and making new allies across the galaxy. In a twist of fate, Jake, the human janitor, became a crucial member of an intergalactic crew, his presence turning chaos into harmony. Together, they navigated the stars, proving that sometimes the most unlikely heroes come in the form of a humble janitor. And so, the legend of Jake Thompson, the human who brought order to an alien spaceship, spread across the galaxy, reminding everyone that even the simplest tasks can lead to the most extraordinary adventures.